Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm doing another Chatty Get Ready with me, or just like a get ready with me. I come up with this really pretty green eyeshadow look. I think this would be really nice for St. Patrick's Day. I don't know, I just really like it. And I did use the Zodiac palette to create this look, but if you do not have that palette, just any similar colors will work to create this look. But I totally recommend this palette if you've been on the fence about it. It just has so many, whoops, about dropped it. It just has so many wonderful colors in it. I know I've been raving about it so much recently, but you can create some really pretty, colorful, wearable looks like I did today with the greens. You can create, you know, just neutral looks with it, colorful looks with it, out there looks, wearable looks. You can just create so many different looks with this. The quality of the eyeshadows are amazing, so highly recommend this palette. So glad that I picked it up, and I feel like the packaging is really pretty on this. So if you would like to just get ready with me, listen to me chat, and create this really pretty green eyeshadow look, just keep on watching and I'm gonna go ahead and get into the video. Hey guys, welcome back. Good morning. I'm just having my coffee and I'm getting ready before I head off to church this morning. I feel like recently I've been doing these get ready with me's before I go to church. It's just I have a little bit more time on Sundays to just like sit down and really film like a good video for you guys. Not saying that like my get ready with me's before I go to work aren't like good videos, but I just feel more like relaxed and I feel like I have more time to do things, whereas like when I'm getting ready before work, like I'm very focused and I know I have to like hurry up and I can't really do anything super, I don't know, outside the box. Not that I'm like too outside the box, but you guys know what I mean. First, I'm just gonna moisturize my face with my favorite First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Face Moisturizer. So I'm just gonna put that all over. The foundation that I have been wearing so much recently is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. Like I've been wearing this every day to work and all that, but I think I wanna do something different today, just kind of change it up. Because I want to use this Wet n Wild Photo Focus Face Primer, the dewy one again. So I want to try this with maybe, whoops, I feel like I'm going to just knock all my stuff off. I want to try this with the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation to see how it works with this. Because I never really liked this foundation with the Physicians Formula one. I just found that this foundation didn't really blend right over top of this. So I want to see how it works over top the Wet n Wild one. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply this Wet n Wild primer all over. I mean, for me, I like the Physicians Formula primer, but I tend to like this Wet n Wild one a little better. I feel like it is more moisturizing when it goes on the face, and it doesn't have that weird smell that the Physicians Formula one has. Like this one doesn't have a smell at all, the Wet n Wild one. So maybe if you're like more on the oily skin side, but you know, you want your foundations to look dewy, but not greasy, maybe get the Physicians Formula one since it isn't as moisturizing as this Wet n Wild one. But if you're dry skin, I definitely would recommend this Wet n Wild one over the Physicians Formula. I mean, either one is fine, but I'm just saying that this one is more moisturizing. I try not to put it up underneath my eyes too much because I think one time the Physicians Formula one, it kind of irritated my under eyes, and my skin is so sensitive to everything. Get a tissue to kind of wipe my hands off, so I've got to be kind of careful with things like that. Okay, so next I'm just going in with my foundation, the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage. It's been a minute since I've worn this, and I'm just going in with my dampened BH Cosmetics sponge, and I'm just going to blend that out. It does seem like, at least first using this over top of that Wet n Wild primer, it does seem like it is blending better over top of this than it did with the Physicians Formula. So That's good. Yeah, I think this does work better over top of this primer. Then for my concealer, I don't know what I want to use today. I've been using my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I think I might just use that. I've been like on my kick with using this concealer again. I really like the shade of this right now, and I don't know, I've just been in love with the coverage of it. Just put a little bit of it down the center of my nose. And then I'm just using the pointed end to blend that concealer out. Then for my setting powder today, I'm just gonna set everything with this Milani Prep Set and Glow Illuminating Transparent Powder. And I'm still trying to figure out how I feel about this powder. I like it, but I can't decide, I can't decide if I like it more than using my Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer in Reserve Your Cabana as like I can't even speak, as a illuminating setting powder. I don't know which one I prefer. I feel like right now I kind of prefer this one more, but I'm still testing this Milani one out. So yeah, I think I might try to apply it today with this e.l.f. powder brush. Use a different brush with it and see maybe if I like it more. And like with this powder, I'll have to swatch these to see, you know, if maybe the Wet n Wild one looks more illuminating maybe on the skin. I'm not for sure why I tend to like the way the other one looks on my face more. So this is the Milani one kind of built up on the back of my hand. I want to see what this Wet n Wild one looks like. It could just be the shade of it. Got a bird right outside my window. It could just be the shade of it, because this Wet n Wild one is more yellow toned. You see where this Milani one, I don't know if you can really tell on camera, but in person this Milani one kind of has a more pink white undertone, where the Wet n Wild one has more of like a golden yellow undertone. Like it's not golden, but it looks more golden than the other. So that could be why I tend to like the way that that one looks better on me. Maybe it's the shade. I don't know. I'm gonna use a little bit more of this powder, the Milani one, to set on my under eyes. I mean, I don't think it looks bad at all. I think it looks pretty. I'm just saying I seem to prefer the Wet n Wild one more. Like when I use it, I tend to just like the way things look better with that one. You know what? I keep wanting to use the this e.l.f. Cream Contour Palette, and I keep forgetting to like wait to set my stuff until after I use this. I need to like set this like right in front of my mirror so I can be like, use this before you set your foundations. Maybe I'll use my BH Cosmetics Studio Pro like contouring. I've got the drops today. I'm like dropping and knocking over everything. This highlighting and contouring, it's Shade and Define 10 color contour palette. I think I'm going to use this today, and I'm going to go in with this shade here to bronze. I feel like I have so many different like things I need to be testing and trying out, but I keep going back to like the things that I just love, like that L'Oreal Bronze It, the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Bronze It. Like I keep using that instead of using other things. Which this palette here, it is matte. these don't have like shimmers to them. At least I don't think so. Yeah. All of the shades in here are matte. Yeah. And I don't know, like sometimes I like matte bronzers, sometimes I don't. I mean, a lot of times I do prefer the ones that have a little bit of a sheen to them. I just find that on me, I feel like they look more natural. But maybe this palette will convert me a little bit. So I'm just taking some up around my hairline. I can't tell if that is like too intense on that side. Let me get a mirror. I really need to go bad and get my nails filled back in, my acrylic nails. I just haven't got them filled in for a while because the last time I got them filled in, it's almost like they had allergic reaction. They started itching really bad, like right here underneath, like, you know, this first, right here, right above the first knuckle. And then they got really like dry, like super dry, and they're kind of healed up now, or mostly healed up. They're just slightly a little dry, not too bad. So it's like I've been nervous to go back and get them filled in again because I don't want that to happen. And I don't know why it did that. Like, I'm like, was the salon like not good? Like, you know, like maybe their stuff wasn't as clean as it should have been. So I don't know, it just makes me nervous. And I wouldn't even get my nails like filled in. I would not have fake nails, but I pick my cuticles so bad. And it's like the only thing that I can do to keep myself from picking at my cuticles, because since the nails are like thicker, I can't really pick. So that's why I get my nails done. If it wasn't for that, I just wouldn't get them done because I hate going and sitting there and like waiting for them to fill in my nails. I just feel like there's other things I can be doing. I cannot stand to just sit still for very long. I'm just one of those people, I'm always just like on the go and have to be doing things. So, but my nails are so long and I can't do anything like with them. It's like when I try to text, it's annoying because I don't know, like I can't text very well and it just drives me insane, and I feel like I can't type very good. So we've got to do something about these nails today or tomorrow. One of my off days. So it's like the struggles of being a picker, a cuticle picker. I'm just trying to make sure that's blended out really good. Yeah, I really like that shade. It's a really nice shade. Like it's not too cool toned and it's not too warm toned. So yeah, I do really like that. I kind of want to try to use some of these other powders up here, the highlight ones, to try to highlight here underneath my eyes or something, like just trying to test them out for different things. Like maybe I could try to see if I could use this white powder, or even like the one next to it as like a highlight, just to see what that looks like. Even though that's not going to have shimmer, it's like a matte highlight. I feel like that looks pretty. Like if you wanted to do a look where it was more matte and not as shimmery, I like the way that looks. Even though I probably am gonna put like an actual highlight there today, but I just kind of want to see what that look like. I feel like I have like an eyelash in my eye now. Can't tell, maybe it's almost too white. I don't know, I'll have to experiment with it a little more. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put my blush on, and I want to use one of these. Well, I might want to do my eye look before I do my blush, but I want to go in with this BH Cosmetics blush palette again whenever I do my blush. I guess I'll go ahead and fill my brows in and then do my eyes, and then I'll come back and finish out the rest of my face. So for my brows, I'm gonna go in with my BH Cosmetics. I don't know what these are called. Studio Pro Waterproof Brow Pomades. I'm still trying to decide if I really like these. I know the first day that I used these, I did really like them. And I said that they were better than the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomades. But the more I use them now, I'm not sure, because I feel like they're not as like soft and creamy as they were that first day that I used them. So that's why you can't always go by the very first time you use something, because, you know, sometimes things change after you use them for a little bit. Like especially with like mascaras or products like this that can dry out really easily. I think I'm going to try something different today with my brows, because I usually fill the bottom part in first. So let's try the top. And I did do an in-depth brow routine on this, so, because I know I'm probably going to speed through some of this, and I'm going in with a blonde shade first. So if you want to see more in depth how I go about filling my eyebrows in and shaping them and everything, I'll link that video down below and you can watch that. But yeah, I'm just going to speed through this because it's kind of redundant and boring. And then I'm just going back with the spoolie and just kind of combing through. I do find that this Anastasia, or not Anastasia, this BH Cosmetics one in brunette is darker than chocolate. Chocolate is more Anastasia's dip brow pomade in chocolate. It's more warm toned. This is more cool toned, and I do find that the BH Cosmetics in brunette is a little darker because of that. So I don't feel like I can use quite as much of the BH Cosmetics in brunette on my brows, or it almost makes them too dark, like too dark for my liking. So I just go in with just a little bit of it, just kind of shape out the bottom of the brow real good. And just kind of fill in right underneath there where it's growing out, and like right up in here. Which, it's like this brow over here is like thicker in through here than this one or something. Like the shapes are a little different. So I'm just gonna comb that through. I don't know, like I think I do like this BH Cosmetics pomade, but it's like I have to use it differently, a little differently than the Anastasia one. I want to use my L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper Brow Gel Mascara. This is in light medium, I think. Yeah, light to medium. I'm going to use this today to set my brows instead of my Benefit Gimme Brow. Just to change it up. Plus I found that with this L'Oreal brow stuff, it's a little lighter and more warm toned than the Benefit Gimme Brow. And since the BH Cosmetics pomades are more on the cool side than the Anastasia ones, I like to use this sometimes with the BH Cosmetics pomades because it warms it up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and put my Tarte Shape Tape down as like my eyeshadow primer. So I'm just gonna dot it, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that out. There's 12 shimmers, 12 mattes, and then you have your highlight shade. So I don't know, it's a beautiful palette. Okay, I'm gonna zoom you guys in so you can see what I'm doing better with my eyes. First, I'm going in with the matte Aquarius shade and my Morphe M513 brush, tapping off the excess. And I'm just gonna blend this shade up into the crease. And I'm just using windshield wiper motions just to go back and forth, and just little circular motions to blend that into the crease. I just want like a warm color at first, just because with these greens, they're like a hunter green or like khaki green. So they tend to come off a little bit more cool toned than some of the other greens that you might use. I'm just gonna focus this matte Capricorn shade a little more in the crease with my Morphe E18 brush. So this is the khaki green color. I'm I'm just using, once again, windshield wiper motions and little circular motions to blend that into the crease. And then right out here, I'm just gonna kind of take it up in the outer V, which I will go in with a different brush and kind of blend out here a little more. But I just want to kind of get the shape down first. And then I'm just going back with some of that matte Aquarius, and I'm just blending the top of the crease out a little more, just so it looks like a seamless transition between the matte Capricorn and this matte Aquarius. Then I'm just using my Morphe M433 and more of that matte Capricorn, and I'm just gonna blend it right out here on the outer V, like on the lid, and just right out here. And I'm just using little kind of back and forth, little circular motions, just kind of hugging like my outer eyelid out here, and really just blending it there. Just gonna do that same thing on this eye. Taking some more of matte Capricorn, and I'm just gonna blend it down here on the lower lash line. And I'm just using my Morphe M213 brush to smudge that out. I'm so excited to try out the Capricorn, the shimmer color. It's so pretty. It kind of has a little bit of like golden sparkles in it. So pretty. So I'm just gonna put that. I'm just gonna put that on a shader brush, and I'm using my Jane Ardell Deluxe shader brush. If you wanted to use your finger with that shade, you could do that too. But I love getting the shade on like a shader brush and misting it with my MAC Fix Plus. And then just patting it. Yeah, this color is so pretty. And just patting it here on the eyelid. This would be a really pretty look for St. Patrick's Day. Which maybe I'll call it that. Maybe I'll call this like St. Patrick's Day Get Ready With Me or something. And then out here on this last part, like I'm taking it pretty far over, but not all the way, just so some of that dark can kind of peek through. And then for my liquid liner, I'm just going in with my Physicians Formula Eye Booster pen, and this is in the shade Deep Brown. And I'm just gonna line my eyes. So for my mascara, I'm just going in with the Maybelline Lash Sensational. And I'm just gonna do several coats of this, and then we're gonna come back and finish out the face. I don't know, I don't feel like my lashes are having a good lash day today. Okay, let's move on and finish the rest of the face. And I forgot to mention, I went ahead and changed my clothes after I put my mascara on so I could get ready. And then for my blush, I'm just gonna go in with the BH Cosmetics Classic Blush 10 Color Blush Palette. And I'm debating on what color I wanna use. Maybe I might go in with this pink over here. I know that's probably gonna be a little bright, or maybe I should go in with the first one. Maybe I'll go in with that first pink color. Just gonna get some on this brush. This is the e.l.f. blush brush. And I'm just gonna lightly just put that right there. Yeah, that doesn't look too like bright or anything. Yeah, it's a pretty color. I like that. Okay, and then for my highlight, I want to use the highlight in the Zodiac palette since it's a really pretty gold and I have like that gold in the eyeshadow. Just gonna lightly put that on right in here. Take a little bit here on the tip of my nose, right there on my Cupid's bow. Then I'm just gonna go back and kind of blend that out. Then I'm just gonna line my lips with my Rimmel lip liner in Addiction. And then for my lipstick today, I'm gonna go in with my L'Oreal lipstick in Ferris Nude. So that is this makeup look done. I hope that you guys did enjoy this green eyeshadow tutorial, this Chatty Get Ready with me. If you do enjoy these Chatty Get Ready with me's, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up so I know to keep filming these for you guys. If you are new, please don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any videos from me. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.